Dino, hi, I'm Dino. How are you?
Good to meet you. Enjoying the convention so far?
Yeah, this has been great. This has been great. In fact, I was only here for a limited amount of time, just yesterday and today. But it has been going so well, and I've been having such a great time that my stay's actually been extended to the final day. So yeah, it's been going that well. It's been terrific.
How'd you first get in the world of voice acting?
Through porn. I'm kidding. I studied as an actor and then got into the various voice disciplines, commercial workshops, animation workshops, and worked my way on up. This is what I wanted to do. There are a lot of actors out there, and this is fine, who are like, well, I'm doing this, but what I really want is someday to be on Broadway. It's like, no, this is what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be involved in great works of imagination, and being a voice actor was a wonderful way to get there.
Okay, excellent. Tell us about your role as the Scarecrow in Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh, well, when I originally auditioned for that, the agent sent audition copy for primarily the Joker, and then also Scarecrow, Zaz, and a bunch of background inmates that you hear throughout the game. And it was the Joker that was the primary focus between me and my agent. And this was, of course, because they had not made the deal with Mark Hamill. And I had to work real hard to try and match Hamill's Jokers. That's what they were looking for. And then when I finally got the call from my agent, which I was at San Diego Comic-Con actually when I got the call. The agent told me I got Arkham Asylum, and I got all excited. I said, "Did I get the Scarecrow?" Because that's kind of like that, that's like the pinnacle for most, people who enjoy villains. And they said, "No, it was Scarecrow." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I read the script.
Okay. Nicely done.
And I was like, "Okay." And so who got the Scarecrow? Oh, they brought back Mark Hamill. Oh, well, okay. So I lost. I mean, not Scarecrow, Joker. So I was like, oh, so I lost the Joker to Mark Hamill. Not a lot of shame in that, So hey, that was fine. And I didn't get Zaz, but I did get all of those other background inmates that get their asses kicked by Batman. So when you're playing the game, I'm not just the Scarecrow. I'm a whole bunch of other dudes throughout. So it was it was awesome. It was I'm being directed by Colette Sunderman. Who's won Emmys and stuff, and the whole time I'm like, pinch me, is this really happening? I just like it was kind of mind-boggling. It's kind of mind-boggling and very surreal, and just wow. It was a great opportunity. It was a great job, and I'm just thrilled to have been a part of it.
Excellent. Does voice acting translate over well to your television work?
Well, it depends on what you mean. On-camera television work I haven't done in a long time. I've kind of left on-camera. Some of the television work I've done recently, well, upcoming things. I've got like episodes of Shimmer and Shine, Sophia the First, these things for TV. But whether it's television or I should say whether it's animation for television or on camera for television, there are only differences in techniques that are involved. The main thing is that it's all acting. That's number one. That's key. It is all acting. That's one of the things that a lot of folks don't understand about voiceover. They think, oh, I can do voices too. It's like, yeah, we don't do voices. We create characters. And in order to create characters, you need to be able to create believable, truthful personalities. And all of that requires the skill of an actor. I just had at my table earlier today a DJ who, was talking about doing this, that, and the other thing, and getting into it. And it was like, no, this is an acting job. And like, it never occurred to him. It was like, I get on the radio, I do my thing, so why can't I do all this? And it's like, yeah, it's a completely different world. Completely different world. I am an actor.
How about your work as an animation voiceover teacher?
Well, I can seg into that, but there was one huge difference. I just realized I should mention for aspiring voice actors out there. One of the huge differences is that when you are working on camera, you have things that can inform your performance. When you're doing voiceover, you don't. The only thing you have is what is on the printed page. Now, what do I mean by informing your performance? What I mean is I don't work on sets. I don't carry props. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear costumes. Oftentimes, I don't even get to work with another actor. So I don't have all of those things that on-camera actors have to help them create this character that they're working on, this environment that they're working that makes it all real. We have to have it all in here. So that's a huge difference between the two, and that's one of the things that I teach my students. I am one of the 2 top animation voiceover teachers at Kalmanson and Kalmanson in Burbank. Kalmanson and Kalmanson is one of the top casting houses on the planet, so it's a wonderful, wonderful place to train. And I train an awful lot of actors who've gone on to do some amazing things. Folks like Roger Craig Smith, who's the new Batman, and so on. I mean, these are people I've trained. So,
Tell us about the website soulgeek.com and how this site can benefit even fans here at this convention.
oh, certainly, certainly. Well, there was a wonderful actress by the name of Mary Kay Bergman. She had done over 20 animated feature films, over 30 animated series, over 400 commercials. She was, at the time of her passing in November of '99, one of the top 5 women in the field of animation. And when she passed away, we had been married for 10 years. And when I lost Mary Kay, I didn't just lose my wife, I lost my best friend. And we were huge, huge geeks together. We reveled in all things science fiction, horror, and fantasy. We had Starfleet uniforms. We collected animation cells. We had a huge comic book collection. We would go to conventions. We'd go to Disneyland. We were huge, huge geeks together. She was my best friend. A number of years later, I run into, in 2004, years later of mostly being alone, I run into, of all people, my old high school sweetheart. She was the one who came back into my life, helped mend a shattered heart, and it was the two of us who conceived the creation of SoulGeek.com, which was a way of making something good come out of tragedy. We thought if we could help geeks find a geek of their own, lives they build together and everything that comes from that will then all be a part of my late wife's legacy. And that's exactly what we've done. We're responsible for almost 30 weddings. The very first Soul Geek baby is on their way. They're months away. I never got to meet the couple. It just so happened they lived in Columbus. So I got to meet them for the first time yesterday. We went out to dinner. And that was very, very special to see this site that was built because of the loss of this wonderful life. And here a new life is coming into this world. And we had something to do with it, and we're very, very proud of that. So it is entirely a work of heart. It has nothing to do with, geeks have money. It is an absolutely safe site. Human eyes approve everything. Nothing's auto-approved. So if you are into sci-fi, horror, fantasy, animation, anime, manga, conventions, cosplay, fan art, fan fiction, film scores, you name it, if you're into great works of imagination and you want someone to revel in it with you, that is a safe place to find someone to do exactly that.
A very positive site. I hope a lot of people visit it for you. Continue to.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Where on the internet can fans find out more about you? Internet?
Well, I'm in all of the usual places. Probably Facebook is what I'm on the most. I tell people about convention appearances. I mean, if anybody finds me on Facebook now, they'll see it's all about Ohayocon. And next week, it'll all be all about the Pasadena Comic Book and Toy Show. And then later, coming up soon, will be WonderCon and so on. So I'm always traveling and promoting. That's the key place to find me.
Okay, excellent. Any current or upcoming roles you can talk about at this time?
The funny thing is, most of the stuff that I've got coming out, like I've got a Wizard of Oz animated feature that is currently in post-production where I'm the Tin Man, which is kind of funny because I played the Scarecrow, now I play the Tin Man. If I could just nail a lion, I'll have the whole Holy Trinity, And so I've got, that's in the works right now. I've got State Farm campaigns that are running right now. I've got a bunch of stuff that I've recorded for Hearthstone that I can't tell you what it is, but I've done it, and all those new cards will be coming out soon. That's turning into a phenomenon. So I keep very busy all the time, all the time.
Dino, thank you so much for taking the time out, and enjoy the rest of the convention.
Thank you. Oh, and for those of you who've got kids, I also do a lot of voices for ABC Mouse, the online academy. They're doing a whole new level that's going up from preschool to us older kids, and those new levels for older kids, I'm all over them.
All right.
So yeah.
Great news. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're
It was
very
great seeing you,
welcome.
and
My
enjoy the
pleasure.
rest of the convention.
I am a very, very lucky guy to do what I do for a living, so I thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you
you.
for stopping by.